then being a program manager, how would you like to deal with your team members during worst and best situation?
You know what? I honestly, whether it's a bad, like, the worst situation or the best situation, I even think that my boss would pretty much say that I'm pretty consistent. I really believe in open communication. I believe that you have to have a sense of humor. I
Hmm.
honestly do, because at least in my role as a program manager, I don't have I don't have a dying person on a table in front of me and I have to save their life. So I have to give myself context. As much as people can feel the pressure, you kind of
Mm.
have to say to yourself, is somebody about to die in 5 minutes because they couldn't spend $5 on their Visa card? Like, that type of thing. So it does take a bit of humor. I think in the worst situations, it's always good to speak with the individuals independently before
Yeah.
you try to call them out in a group.
Mm.
If it is a particularly challenging situation, I myself will escalate just because I don't want to alienate them any more than I think typically, and I have to think of like a bad situation that I was in. I don't want to alienate them any more than they've probably alienated themselves. So sometimes a situation can just start because a person's very stressed out, and then it just kind of balloons out and mushrooms out to impact everybody around them. So, to kind of get the mushroom back into the box or even just, help them deal with it is kind of key. But even in the best situation, I mean, it still is a sense of humor because those high, like for a lot of people, the highs can be very high and the lows can be very low. And you have to appreciate the fact that it will never be a straight line. You know, uh,
Mm.
there's a French movie, and the title is basically "Life is not a smooth river." And programs, projects, portfolios, nothing is a smooth river. So I think you have to accept that. There are people who are very much into they have to be perfect and everything has to be correct. And you have to
Yeah.
acknowledge that, when they feel stressed in a bad situation, yes, like this is, don't beat yourself up. I think we all do that because we all want to bring the best of ourselves to our jobs. And in a great situation, it's easy. Everybody's in a high mood, but I think you have to remind people of those high moods when things aren't as high, you know? So it's, yeah, I would say that that would be my trick.